What's up, folks? Moon here. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm hoping that 2024 is filled with lots of laughter, lots of success, and lots of people hitting their goals. This is going to be sort of my end of year video, as well as planning ahead for the future and what 2024 brings for the channel, the community, etc. So, looking back, what did I do in 2023? Basically fuck all until November happened, until after I got back to Florida from BlizzCon. So for those of you wanting a little glimpse into my personal life, at the beginning of this year I graduated university and got my first full-time job in cybersecurity, and that's taken up a lot of my personal time, at least in the first half of the year. So getting all that stuff set in order, now that I have a job with a consistent schedule, I can dedicate a certain amount of time each week towards learning how to edit, towards making videos, towards recording in game, creating a community, that sort of stuff. And it's been fun. This has become a new, well, I guess not a recent passion of mine per se, because I've always wanted to do this stuff, but I was always the person who suffered from terminally thinking about things and then never actually acting upon it. So now that I'm doing it, it feels fantastic since November. Again, don't really have a lot to go off of because I've really been doing this seriously for not even 2 months. I am very thankful that my Zero to Hero series has popped off so far and that a lot of you have come to the channel from that. I'm very thankful for that. And one of the goals with that was to provide a sort of alternative PvP content that people can enjoy, that's more positive regarding the state of the game, and not one of just a generic gameplay video or like a tier list video that we see the majority of WoW PvP creators making at the moment. I've been having so much fun editing it. However, it takes a lot out of me because working a full-time job and then editing like a 30 to 40-minute episode every single week is just a lot on one person. I'd like to eventually be able to have an editor in the future, but before I can even get to that point, I need to establish what my brand and vision is for the channel first. I like making little miniature videos like Solo Shuffle or just me talking about PvP and just sprinkling that in between. And I do want to do more of that because it's way less work for me and I get content out to you faster. Granted, the videos aren't going to be as long, but I can produce them quicker. So, and I think the more that the Zero to Hero series goes on, I'll probably have a sort of style, or I'll tune it to balance certain portions of it out, depending on what you guys find the most interesting. For instance, if you don't give a shit as much about the VOD review, I'll maybe cut some of it out. But I like to put in at least one full VOD review so you guys can look at our process of how we're thinking things over, as well as being honest with the wins and losses. So showing a loss montage here and there, showing some good games that we're playing, that sort of stuff. Or I can take more of like a narrative approach to storytelling. But this is going to be a long drawn out series. It'll probably be like 3 to 4 months before we even hit Glad or the season ends, and that's going to be the result. So I just now started editing episode 3, so please say a prayer for me. Moving forward with the future of this channel. So yeah, Zero to Hero, that's going to be the main sauce for the channel content-wise. I do want to do more PvP stuff, but a little bit in the works is that Dam, Zicho, and I are trying to get like a little community set up where I can just ping people and host events. There's a lot of solo shuffle events that I want to run. A lot of variations of solo shuffle, like for instance, when I had my guild in solo shuffle, there's certain ideas that I have. Like I want to do solo shuffle, but the healers are in the same call together the whole game, or like solo shuffle, but it's 6 druids and it is actually Cyclone City. There's so many possibilities that just haven't been explored yet, because the PvP community is very fragmented across the board. People are in smaller discords, people are in like Reddit forums, there's Twitter, which don't have the most favorable opinion of Twitter per se, but I'd love to get more community involvement and just make more friends throughout the year. And I foresee a lot of personal growth happening as well. I would eventually like to hit Gladiator sometime within 2024, maybe push it even further, see how high I can get rated. I love this game, I want to be exceptional at it, but it's going to take time and it's going to take me probably thousands of games to get there. Oh, and additionally, if you're watching this, the main reason we don't have a community up right now is we still can't think of a name. Like every queue session the team and I log on for, we're like, oh man, what's a good name? And we're like, we don't know, and just keep queuing. So if you guys can think of like a one-word name, because we've all decided that one word is probably better for like our team or like a community, let us know in the comments. We appreciate any suggestions. That being said, I don't want this to take up a ton of time because I actually have two parties simultaneously to go attend tonight, so I'm really looking forward to that. But I just wanted to take a moment to thank you all again for your continued support of the channel. I can't wait to see where this grows. I have a subscriber goal of 1,000 for the end of 2024. I think will be more than sufficient in achieving it, but I like to set things small and attainable for now. Even then, the sub count doesn't matter as much as necessarily the content that I want to produce and give quality content to. My philosophy is that regardless if an episode gets 10 viewers or if it gets 10,000 viewers, that it is still a good watch for whoever is watching it. And I want to keep that in mind as I continue to edit and continue to go through the journey of actually learning to become a YouTuber and learning how to market and make thumbnails and do all that sort of stuff. That being said, thank you all for a wonderful month and a half, and I can't wait to make many more memories for 2024. Have a happy new year. This is Moon, signing out.